wanna go better on my own.
And now it's time for the one we've all been waiting for, Oliver Kuiz. What's up guys, my name is Oliver and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today there is a lot on the show today, but one of the main things is Brexit, 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 Brexit. Now I hope everyone is having such a fabulous day today. Now before we get into this video, we are hoping for 50 views, 50 likes and 50 comments all on this video because we are dyeing our hair next week. Yes we are, Oliver Kuiz is dyeing his hair. Now the hair is being dyed in aid of charity and it will all be linked to a charity. You guys will find out more next week, but until then guys, it's Oliver Kuiz, it's Oliver Kuiz, Oliver Kuiz with the Brexit news. So on the government website actually states that next week we're going to be having 10 times the amount of troops in this country than usual. Now there's a lot of reasons for this, but one of the main possible reasons that has been speculated is martial law. Can you see the United Kingdom going into martial law? I know the Ukraine did it not that long ago, but do you really think that is something that the United Kingdom could go into? Do you know what? And I know I'm only talking into a £2 hairbrush right here, but I don't know, I've got some bad feelings about Brexit coming up. There's been a petition set up online to stop Article 50. And I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what you think about Article 50. But personally, we voted leave, and that's what I think we should stay at. Leave means leave. Otherwise, this isn't a democracy country. We're not even having the people's vote here over this. The government is deciding, and that is already wrong as it is. They keep changing their minds. We're not having Theresa May's deals, and next thing you know, we're not having a no deal, which is good, but it's also bad. Guys, I need to know your opinions. What is actually happening with Brexit? Now, there is so much more we can say about Brexit right now, but guys, tell me in the comments below, what are your opinions on Brexit? Are we staying? Are we leaving? Is Donald Trump getting involved? Are we even getting better connections with the United States? Let me know in the comments below while we go into an ad break. So I shall see you guys in a minute. We'll be right back with the Oliver Kuiz News Show. Today's video is sponsored by the Oliver Kuiz merchandise, link in the description below. Hello and welcome back to the Oliver Kuiz News Show, and in that break we've actually had some breaking news straight out of France. Now the President of France has stated that the UK will be going into a no deal Brexit if we do not accept May's deal or we do not come up with another Brexit plan now. Now I've already found two flaws with that, with number one, the Speaker of the House saying that we cannot vote on May's plan again, and number two, the government has agreed that there will not be a no deal Brexit, which means there has to be some sort of deal. Now, Jeremy Corbyn has called for a compromise to avoid a no-deal Brexit. Theresa May has already asked for a Brexit delay from the EU, and I think that is definitely a bad decision to do. And I'm only saying it's a bad decision to do because already Italy has not agreed with it. Italy is saying you kind of go or you stay, you've kind of got to pick. And if we have this extension, it does leave leeway for there to be a second referendum. And when the first referendum went around, I wasn't actually old enough to vote, but I am now old enough to vote. And I'm going to tell you guys what I would vote. And personally, I would vote a leave. And yes, I know that can affect a lot of people, including some of my own friends. I'd only vote leave because that's what we've already voted for, and I do feel that if we suddenly go to a stay, it's not a democracy country if we go to a stay. So, I'd rather stay as a democracy and have our freedom of vote and keep with the results of the first vote than go in and just completely cover up the last 3 years and pretend they never happened. Now today the Council Brexit petition passed 1 million signatures today, which I guess that's fair enough, and if you guys want to find it, that is on the government website. I will not be linking that below because I do feel cancelling Brexit is a bad idea. But then again, like everyone else, I would still like the freedom to movement, and I would like all the expats that have left this country to other countries be safe, as well as the people who've moved here be safe. Now the Guardian has stated that the EU may give an extension, but the extension won't be going further than the 22nd of May, which is fair enough. But I've also heard other rumours that the extension will go up to the 30th of June. It seems no matter what news company you go to and try and get your sources from, remember guys, you've got to cite your sources on these sort of things, it seems no one can come to an agreement on Brexit. No company has come to an agreement on what day it might be extended to, how long the extension is there going to be an extension, or are we just screwed? Now, it's stated that the sterling is going to fall if we leave with a no-deal Brexit, but we've already voted against the no-deal Brexit. So going back on a deal is already going to be one horrific thing. But on top of that, a few years ago, Scotland got to vote whether to stay in the United Kingdom or leave. And now Scotland themselves, as a country, part of the United Kingdom, who voted against leaving the EU, themselves actually voted to stay. So there is rumour around that there is going to be a second Scottish referendum, which is I am partly against because Scotland lost the vote. However, it's been a few years now, and as a country, they did actually vote to stay. I can kind of give some lenience on that. I have my own opinions, you guys have your own opinions. My opinions may change tomorrow because you should never stick with an opinion. You should always be open for change and open for new opportunities. Open to hear other people's stories. Talking of stories, the BBC has said that the DUP won't be threatened into backing May's deal, and unfortunately, May was in a hung parliament, so she has partnered up with the DUP to help her stay at top of the power. But the DUP themselves only have 10 members of parliament, which themselves probably aren't even the wisest of people. Jeremy Corbyn, yes guys, Jeremy Corbyn himself is probably and definitely certain ready to step in because he's definitely waiting for Theresa May to fuck up. And that's fair enough because at this rate, I'm also watching where she's going to fuck up. Where is Theresa May going to screw up on this route? Well, sources have said that she did state people shouldn't stockpile, yet my own mother has been stockpiling in case of a no deal Brexit. Because the deal for the ships to get food across, the company who won that deal, they didn't even have ships in the first place. I don't know if they do now, but they didn't, okay? So you tell me, are you stupid to stockpile? Have you stockpiled this Brexit? Because personally, I haven't, and that's probably a bit stupid. In fact, I'm not even going to be in the country on March 29th when we leave the European Union. So, am I going to be stuck outside the country? That's another thing that's also crossed my mind. Because I'm leaving for 5 days. But what if I can get out but can't get back in? Or can't get out? Is that going to be happening? Are we going to be that screwed as a country? Now, as a nation, I've got lots of opinions and lots of things I could say, and I'm no Jonathan Pye on this situation. And I'm sure a lot of things you guys are thinking, hang on, I disagree with that, I agree with that, blah, 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 blah. I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below, because I would love to make a second kind of video in the next couple days. Now, I'm sure the European Union doesn't even know what they're doing, and this country themselves don't know what they're doing. And even though if there was a second vote, I would vote leave, I would just like to point one thing out. On the 23rd of June 2016, when the vote to leave the European Union came in at a 48 to 52, did anyone actually know what they were voting for? Were people voting for the result of a no deal Brexit, but forgetting the freedom of movement? Were you forgetting that there could be a hard border between Northern and Southern Ireland? And were you forgetting that it's not as easy as just jumping on a plane in a no deal Brexit situation? Now, I'm sure if you voted leave, you kind of wanted the no deal Brexit, but as this has gone on, my opinions have definitely changed. I was 17 years old when the vote came out. I just missed the cutoff for being 18 and being able to vote. I do feel the vote should have gone to 16 years old, like the Scotland vote, but it didn't. And I didn't have a chance to voice my opinion. But now I can voice my opinion. Even though I would vote leave, just so we can keep some sort of democracy, it doesn't mean I agree with it. I do feel this country has fucked up, massively. I believe that not everyone knew what they were voting for. You were voting to leave the European Union, but which bit of the European Union were you voting to leave? Were you voting to lose the freedom of movement? Because a lot of people don't want to lose the freedom of movement, myself included. But then again, there's all these expats out there who didn't get to vote to leave the European Union, yet Gibraltar voted. I know a few expats as well who have been screwed over by this, and all I hope is the best for them. And I know some of them do watch these videos, and I know they probably will disagree with me in most of this. But as a country, did you know what you were voting for? Because only 72% of people actually voted. 72% of people could vote. And a lot of people who voted were elderly. And the people who were elderly who voted to leave because they never voted in the first place. People's families have been divided in two, mine included. You know, my own uncle voted to stay, yet my father voted to leave. Everyone's got their different opinions and different choices. My own sister voted to stay, but my mother voted to leave. Now personally, I don't know what the right choice was to vote for. Was it best to vote to leave or stay? Because they both come with their complications. Voting to leave means that we have the chance to connect with other countries. We could have a connection to the United States. Imagine a freedom of movement from the United States to England, or Canada to England, or Australia to England. Imagine a simple freedom of movement like that, like it is how we can jump on a Ryanair flight to France. I think that sounds pretty good. Freedom of movement to America. America. But then again, the freedom of movement throughout the whole European Union is great. As a whole, the European Union is divided on this situation, and it comes down to our members of parliament in the United Kingdom to decide what is best. And quite frankly, I'm 19 years old and I don't know what is best for this country. I hope this gets sorted out. I'd love to be an MP myself, because as a young person, if I was in that situation, I'd know what to vote for, because I am the future of this country. Like you're the future of this country, but your children are more of a future than you. With the majority of MPs being in the older generation, that has skewed what has come up in May's deal. I believe that the deals have been affected because of this, and that's bad. Truth be told, no one really knows what they want. I don't know what I want, and I'm always open to hear you guys' opinions, so let me know in the comments below what you think, because I'd vote leave to keep democracy. But am I a leave or a remainder? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this mini Brexit talk show kind of thing. I'd love to be a talk show host in the future, because I feel absolutely dapper as hell in this. Don't forget, merchandise in the description below. Your lactose-free, pizza not included, like myself. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I shall see you guys all in the next video, which will be up very soon. Would you like to see another Brexit kind of video? Let me know in the comments below. We have a good couple of series which are already pre-recorded, coming out very, very soon on this channel. Just the editing process has taken a while. Until next time, guys, adios, my miss amigos, and I shall see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.
Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you would see I like you the way you are. When we're driving in the car and you're talking to me one-on-one, but you become somebody else, grab everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You try